Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another match review on the Hotspur News channel. Today, first of all, we apologise for being slightly late with this match review. I know this is 2 days after the game's happened. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it last night, which is when we were supposed to do it. As you can see, different background today. But wow, what a game! That's up there with game of the season. I guess Spurs wise anyway. I'd say this and the Liverpool game have been games of the season. I'm not gonna lie, that last goal was the most I've celebrated a Spurs goal since that Lucas Ajax semi-final goal, because that was the last time we experienced something like that scored late on to win the game. I know the Sanchez goal doesn't really count because it was like Watford and there was still another 5 minutes to go after that. But even so, I mean, the emotion, the emotional roller coaster in that added time was ridiculous. Obviously, guys, if you didn't know, it finished Leicester 2, Tottenham 3. I know, I apologise. I ended the watch long after 2-2 because I thought that was it, I thought that was it. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I ended the stream, I see Bergwijn go around Schmeichel and hit off the post and in. And wow,
to be fair, it's a bit annoying because imagine the reactions.
I know. It'll be unreal.
That would have been end of season, even though Liam's mic and your mic were in.
Yeah, it was so out of sync by that time. But anyway, just before we get into our thoughts on the game, we're going to take you, as usual, through the two lineups. Starting with Leicester, Schmeichel in goal, a back four of Thomas, Vestergaard, Soyuncu, aka I forgot the geezer's name, but he's a cunt, and Albrighton at right back. A middle three of Dewsbury Hall, Chowdhury, and Tielemans, and obviously Maddison on the left, I think. Lookman on the right, and Daka, I think, started up top for them. The Spurs lineup on Wednesday night: Lloris in goal, Emerson Royale, Davis, Sanchez, Tanganga, and Reguilon. Winks, Skip, and Højbjerg all played together the first time this season, with Lucas and Kane starting up top together. So I'm pretty sure it was a 3-5-2, I think was the formation on Wednesday, because Lucas and Kane played up top together. I know it was that, but yeah. So Josh, I'll start with my thoughts. 100%, we deserve that win. 100%, we deserve the win. It was incredible in the way we won it. I think if we lost that would have been the most frustrating loss we've had to take this season. First half, we should have been winning by at least 2-3 goals, let alone by winning by 1 goal. If you guys didn't know, half time it went 1-1. So Daka opened the scoring against the run of play with a deflected goal. And then Kane equalised after having 2 shots off the line and a header off the bar. Went into half time 1-1. Maddison gave Leicester the lead with 20 minutes to go. And we didn't really like scoring after that, but obviously the 2 late Steven Bergwijn goals. But Josh, first half, I thought we were excellent in possession. What were your thoughts on the first half?
First of all, I just want to say I've actually nearly lost my voice, and it's Friday, and the game was Wednesday.
2 days off, yeah.
I've had to deal with my voice just nearly going. But I think the first half we were incredibly unlucky. I think not to be 3-4 up. Obviously Daka scored, and I mean, I want to talk about it. I know it's a negative. I just want to get this out of the way quickly. I thought, except from Davis, even though it was his fault for the goal, I still think, again, that back three was poor. It was poor again. I think if we lost that game, it would have been because of that back three. I think, and also the midfield, I think Winks played very well. I think Skip was okay. But again, like you said, I thought Højbjerg was good. I thought, honestly,
I agree.
He let through people too much. I thought, literally, the first goal is his fault. I don't care what anyone says. He's partly at fault for it. Højbjerg, because he runs down the thing and instead of crossing, he tries to fucking do something. So he is partly at fault.
Yeah, we can't really particularly blame him for the goal, but
but also I get what you mean. The way they also got back in midfield and they just passed it through us, it has to come down to the midfield as well.
Yeah, but even so, going back to what you said about the midfield, I know Skip wasn't our best midfielder like he usually is, but he still had a really good game. Although he was partly to blame for the Leicester's opening goal, Højbjerg was our best midfielder on Wednesday. Facts. I mean, he gave it. No,
I thought Winks was our best player.
100%. No, I'll give credit where it's due. The Winks was really good as well, but our best midfielder, Højbjerg, 100%. I promise you, I watched the entire game, and he was crucial in that winning goal as well. From Bergwijn played the ball through to Kane, and he needs to do that more, But against Chelsea, I would rest him. because against Chelsea, I think we're better suited with Winks and Skip because Chelsea's midfield is very quick and creative. And I don't feel like Højbjerg can keep up with the pace of that. I feel like we need someone like Winks in the middle who can, spread the ball out wide and can keep up with their pace,
I
with that.
mean, I mean, maybe in the 3-5-2 he could work because he has two energetic midfielders.
Yeah,
So I honestly as well, I've been going for it. The 3-5-2 is the best formation we can play. It
really.
is. I think it is, and I said this yesterday. We looked very good attacking wise against Liverpool. We did as well. I
Yeah,
think against Chelsea, we've used the 3-4-3 twice. It would be
yeah.
interesting to see what we do with a 3-5-2 because similar to, I think he will go with the 3-5-2 because I think similar to Liverpool, they were lacking the wing backs. The wing backs went too forward, and the thing is, if we can expose that against Chelsea, we have a very, very good chance
Mm.
because their wing backs are obviously way poorer than Liverpool and actually are very not good enough pace wise.
I want to
So
say, I want to say we have a chance on Sunday, but then again, it's Stamford Bridge, and our record's absolutely shocking there.
the
Like I know
thing is,
Chelsea
right?
haven't been
We
good. I know
I
Chelsea haven't been
think,
good. I understand that, but every time they play us, they always seem to turn up the heat a bit when they play against
and
Spurs.
the thing is as well, and I see this is that this is probably the best time to play Chelsea this season.
Hmm.
This
Yeah.
is the best time. Like two games where they play quite poor.
What with Son out
They're
though?
low on confidence.
With Son out,
I think we can fill the gap. I think, I don't know, maybe because Bergwijn, we don't know, Bergwijn might fill that somehow. But
yeah, maybe.
surely it has to be Bergwijn and Kane on Sunday. It has to be.
What, no Lucas Moura.
Yeah, I wouldn't put more in. I'd play the 3-5-2 and have Sanchez, Dyer, Davis, and then have Højbjerg, Winks, Skip.
Conte won't play Winks, Skip, and Højbjerg against Chelsea. Like, I just can't see him doing that. Like I think he'll go back to the 3-4-3 like he did against the other times he played Chelsea. Like, I
But
just can't
I'll
see.
be against it because I think it hasn't worked twice we played Chelsea. We've looked poor in both
Yeah,
games.
but yeah, I know that. But Chelsea's goals came from defensive errors. It's got nothing to do with the formation at all. That's where their goals came from. It's like I know we lost to Chelsea
No,
with
but
that
my point
formation.
is though we still play quite poorly, and it was kind of because of the system because we couldn't move it quick enough, and we had to keep going back. So maybe adding that extra midfielder in and taking away that extra forward could help because you'll have instead of two you'll have three, so you have three options.
Yeah, I understand, but I would rather play. I would rather rest Højbjerg, play Winks and Skip who can keep up with the pace, and play Lucas Moura and Bergwijn like in the squad together. Like I say, like add that extra pace up top. But we can talk about that another day. Then second half, I'll tell you what, that Madison goal pissed me off because like I know we didn't really look like scoring, but we were still in control of the game. And actually, speaking of the second half, like I'll give another shout out to a player who's been really poor since he's been here. But Matt Doherty, I think he was excellent in that second half.
Yeah.
I'll give credit where credit's due. Like I'll give credit where credit's due. Like he still needs to go. I understand that, but I'm pretty sure Emerson went off injured at half time. I'm pretty sure that's where he came on. So,
No. That's not no. There was no injury. He just took him off. He just
huh?
literally just took him off. There was no injury. He just took him off.
All right,
And
fair
I
enough.
mean, as well, Doherty actually is part of that second goal. He's one of the main
Yeah, yeah,
reasons.
obviously, yeah, obviously.
He basically, right, and I know people get angry, he basically gets the assist.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of. Because he's like,
Well,
he
pretty
makes the
assist,
run
pretty
in,
assist.
which makes, yeah, he makes the run in for basically, for to cause havoc in the box with Bergwijn to just slot in. So he
Let's
is
call it a co-assist. Let's call it a co-assist for now.
co-assist.
A co-assist, yeah.
But yeah, I think we should give him a go against Chelsea.
Yeah, why not? Like, what
Um,
else we got to lose? We haven't got Son. Like, I heard Eric Dyer's coming back in, which is good. I think Dyer's going to be back for that game. Hopefully, Romero is as well. Because I'm not going to lie, once again, Tanganga doesn't look comfortable in that back three.
Tanganga has to go, blood. Just on a loan, I
Just
think
lowering him
for
out.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, loan him to AC Milan. I think that'd
I
be
think
good
if
because I think
yeah, I was about to say like if we loan him to like a Serie A club, like I'm a feeling he's going to do like what's his name, Tomori.
yeah. But you could also have Tomori because then you kind of have better communication,
Yeah, true. Right.
especially and that's quite important for centre backs. So
Mm.
yeah, I think yeah, I thought Doty was good. I thought, do you know what? I actually think Davis is at fault for that second goal because he's ball watching the ball and he doesn't
I mean, you can't
obviously
really blame
see.
anyone, really. It's just a lucky goal, isn't it? I'm like, I don't think you can
Yeah,
really blame anyone for that
but
second goal.
but
It's
to
just
be honest,
unlucky.
Davis should be more tight to Madison, or he should be aware that he's running in.
Yeah, but you can't
Because
really blame him. You can't really blame him for that goal at all, really. Like it's just luck. Like it's just like a deflection off Tanganga, and it goes off the post and in. Like I mean,
yeah, true.
in my opinion, like it's not really one of them goals where you can say, "Oh, Davis did this and Reguilon did this and Emerson did this and etc." I think it's just one of them goals where you're like, "Oh yeah, unlucky boys." It's just one of them ones. But speaking of Reguilon, I thought he was our best defender. Uh, I'll be real. I'll be real. I think he was our best defender. And
Yeah,
I
I would say he
understand.
was
I don't
decent. He
understand why he
was.
hasn't been on corners. Every single one of his corners was decent. You know.
Yeah, I think Winks is better at corners though.
Yeah, yes, yeah. So Winks on the left hand side.
Winks is very very good at corners.
Yes, so Winks on the left hand side and Reguilon on the right hand side with the left
I
foot.
wanted to also say as well, and it's just popped in my head, like Davis made like a very very crucial block on Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like right before we scored, he literally blocked it, which like could have changed that game entirely.
Hmm.
So yeah, um, yeah, I agree with you. I thought Reguilon was decent, but I mean, we need to put a petition out for Winks on corners.
Oh
Like
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Kane nearly scored, and that was a brilliant cross to him. I know
Yeah.
Leicester aren't the best on corners, but Winks on free kicks and corners, I'm not against that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the last thing I'm going to talk about before we get into the player ratings is obviously Steven Bergwijn. What a legend, man! Literally, we were on the brink of letting him go to Ajax for only around £20 million. He comes on, and it pretty much shows what he's all about. Like, he's a great attacking presence, and for once, his end product was actually good. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
even with that composure, like, well to be honest, I mean, his first goal, like, like, to be fair, like, he couldn't really miss it. To be fair, like, kind of just fell to him. But the second
But you
one,
know,
like,
it's a good finish, though. It is quite a good
yeah,
finish.
but it is a good finish. But he should be scoring that. But the second
Yeah.
one, really good composure going around the keeper, and I'll tell you what, I saw it travelling towards the post. I was like, no, please. After what's happened in
Yeah,
that
my
first half,
heart just stopped. I was like, no, no. And then when it hit the inside of the post, I started going mad
yeah,
because I knew it went in. When it like hit, you know, the way it hit the inside of the post and just rolled
yeah.
in.
And of course,
Oh,
it's Soyuncu that he sends the wrong way as well. Of course, out of all players, it's
literally in
him.
2 minutes, Shoyuncu literally goes from taking the piss out of him, and then all of a sudden he gets sent by him in the first one, and he gets sent by him again.
He literally did a Ben White, but somehow in 2 minutes,
Yeah, no, he
pretty
did it
much.
on Kane's goal as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like he's some shit defender, but yeah. Anyways, right, let's get into the player ratings. Starting off with Lloris. Speaking of Lloris, a brand new deal, 2 years extended. He'll be here until 2024.
Big,
That is
big, big,
big.
big,
That is
big,
big
big,
for
big,
us.
big,
I
big, big,
mean,
big, big,
I'm
big,
not gonna
big,
lie.
big, big.
Last season. I was talking about him going and us finding a new goalie, but my word, he's been one of our best players this season. I'd say top three, 100%. I mean, like he's been exceptional, and I'd say having him for 2 years is exceptional as well. But Lloris, actually, yeah, first half he made a really good save from that Madison shot when it was 1-0.
That could have entirely changed the game as well.
Yeah,
Like
but
that could
other
have.
than that, he didn't really have much to do. Like, I mean, both goals he had no chance. They were both unlucky. So I'll just give Lloris a 7.5. All
Yeah,
right,
and
you?
by the way, I don't get BT trying to say that on the first goal he could have saved it. Like mate,
Oh
like
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they
it
were
was
saying
like
you could say that.
what?
I don't
No,
know,
but the
but
thing is, I don't get Hugo's so disrespected because when he does one bad thing, everyone talks about it. But when he does one really good thing, literally no one is speaking about it.
yeah, because his name's like Aaron Ramsdale or Edward Mendy, but it is what it
Yeah,
is. Or David
if
De
he
Gea,
was
or David De
English,
Gea.
if his name was English and called Henry Lloris, he'd actually be like touted as one
Unreal,
of the
yeah.
best ever keepers in the league.
Exactly, yeah. So, but out of 10, what would you give Lloris?
Um, I think those saves are vital in the game because they could have changed it. So can I actually give him 9?
9 out of 10. All right. Let's go on to the defence. Starting off with Emerson Royale. I don't know. I mean, recently he's been so poor. He's been so off it. And again, like on Wednesday, he just didn't do anything to impact the game. And
I want to say as well. I want to say,
for that case, I'll give him a 4 out of 10.
yeah, and as well, going on to Emerson, he looks like he's already going to be replaced, which is quite funny. because Adama Traore seems very, very close to joining Tottenham. Which I don't know. I think it's an interesting one in my eyes. I think he is an upgrade in that right
Yeah,
wing back role. But yeah, I feel sorry for him because he's not been terrible every game he's played. He's looked decent defensively in some. But yeah, I think he was quite poor. Um, and he is sideways. He's a sideways. Like he only passes sideways. And I guess as a right back nowadays, you can't really just be defensive. Like you have to be good attacking wise. So I'll give him a centre four.
4 out of 10. Yeah, I was going to give him a 4 as well. All right, let's go with um, who's the oh, yeah, Ben Davis. Ben Davis. What would you give him out of?
Big block at the end. I thought it
One?
wasn't his best game, but I think that block at the end was crucial. I think it was big.
Yeah,
So I'm probably for that block going to give him a 7.
yeah, 7 out of 10. I'll give him a 7 as well. Let's go with Sanchez.
Yeah.
Sharp.
So Max looking dapper. Um.
Max looking dapper. Um,
Yeah. So Sanchez. I mean, should have scored.
yeah,
Um. Should have scored. But as a defender, we can't really judge him on scoring goals. So, I feel like the first goal is his fault. I'd say mainly him and Reguilon
yeah,
should have dealt with that way better. So at the end of the day, I'll probably go Sanchez. Wasn't his best game, but I feel he's kind of dropped off a little bit, which shows we need Dyer back. So I'll probably give Sanchez a 5.5.
Sanchez. Yeah, I can't agree with that. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Like he didn't do any like ridiculously bad errors, but he didn't have his best game. Moving on to who was the other one? Oh yeah, Tanganga. Tanganga. What would you give him?
Um, do you know what? Out of all the games, I think today was his best one because he had some nice things.
Yeah,
It
yeah, like
wasn't he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. I think he's unlucky to be fair, but the Madison block's a hard one because it's like he does well to recover, but is the block good enough? Because he can literally just wipe him out and then get the ball.
yeah,
But I don't think he had a terrible game. I think people are like hating on him too much. I don't think his game was that bad, so I'll probably
yeah,
I'll give him a 6. I think he was better than Sanchez.
yeah. I thought so. I'll give him a 6.5. Tanganga. Right, Regulon.
I thought he was decent. I think this has been one of his better games
Mm-hmm.
this season. So I'll give him a 6.5. I thought he was decent, nothing special though.
I'll give him 7.5. I thought he was our best defender. I said this already. Yeah, he had an excellent game. All right, moving on to the midfield. Sign off with Harry Winks. I mean, his corners are really good. I'll give him that. Didn't make
You
any
have to
errors.
remember
Moved the ball around.
the assist for the
Oh yeah,
first
yeah,
goal was
yeah.
actually
Also, he got the
decent.
assist for Kane's goal as well. What would you give him out of 10?
Give him a 7.5. I thought he was good tonight. Not tonight, Wednesday. I
When
thought he was good.
tonight? Yeah,
I thought he was good. I'm so used to saying it because when we do match reviews, but yeah, I thought good game again. It's really improved with Conte. I'm very surprised because I was the one of the people that used to be a Harry Winks hater, like a big one. So I think, yeah, I think he's been very very good, and we have to praise him for coming back into the side.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and I think he has to be a no-brainer. I think he's a starter now.
Yeah,
Definitely. I think him and Skip have been our two best midfielders this season.
hmm.
Yeah, I think Winks for me, 7.5.
I'll give him
Best midfielder.
7.5 as well. Højbjerg, what would you give him?
Um, I don't think he had a bad game. I don't agree with you what you put on Instagram. We gave him an 8. I think that was way too much. But I mean, he was all right. The
I mean,
thing
you
is,
say
I
that, but
think
someone in the comments say he should be a 9.
I don't know. The thing is with him, he was all right. I don't think he was anything special. For the first half, he was quite bad.
Yeah,
And I think the shot, I know it's a very good clearance, but if you literally go, actually, you can't really do anything. But he should score. That's my point. But he can't really do anything. So it's like, yeah, I can't base him off that. But I'll probably give him. I'll be generous. I'll give him a 7 because I
I'll
don't
give
think
him an
I
eight.
think that's
I'll give
in
him
the
an eight.
second
I'm
half.
I'm I'm standing by my word about Højbjerg. Or what I said not last night, Wednesday night on Instagram. I'm still giving him an 8 out of 10. I think that was his best game in a while as well because he's been off the scale a bit lately, Højbjerg. But I'm pretty sure that's because he played literally every game, and I think he should get a rest against Chelsea. But I'll give him an 8. Oliver Skip.
Was quite quiet to be honest. I don't think he did a lot bad. There was a couple of good interceptions. Um, in that
Oh,
first
actually, I,
half.
I remember. Actually, I remember Oliver Skip made an exceptional sliding tackle in the first half to prevent a Leicester power.
Yeah, it was right at the beginning as well, wasn't it? So, um, it was a quiet game today. Because I don't think Leicester really went through the middle a lot. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
who's
gonna
give him
go.
that 10?
I'll give him a. Give him a 6.5. I think it was quite
Six
quiet.
point. Whoa, that's harsh. Like that is
I don't
harsh.
think that's hard. Actually, no. To be fair, if I'm gonna give, I'll give him. I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7.
So yeah, I was going to give him 7 as well. Like I don't think it was his best of games, but he still had a pretty decent game, and that starts like when the first half was important as well. So I'll give him a 7. Um, Anyone else? No, going on to the two strikers. Right, Lucas Moura. I thought he was pretty quiet. I'm not going to cap, but I'm pretty sure Lucas Moura was pretty isolated up there in that front two on Wednesday. What would you give him?
Huh?
What would you give Lucas Moura out of 10?
I'll probably give him. I mean, he was all right. I think he had that good shot at the beginning of the half.
Yeah.
From Schmeichel when we were dominating that game. So I'll give him a. I'll give him a. I think he was quite quiet, but I don't think he did a lot wrong. So I'll probably give him a 6.
6 out of 10 for yeah, I was going to give him
Yeah.
6 as well. He was pretty quiet and pretty isolated, which is not really what we usually see. Because in my opinion, Lucas Moura is up there with our best players this season and most consistent as well. So yeah. Lastly, out of the starting 11, I think this guy was up there with one of our best players Wednesday, Harry Kane.
Yeah.
What would you
You
give him?
know what? You know what? He's our best player. I think the ones that started. I think actually no, he was our best player. I don't
Yeah,
think you can base Bergwijn off 15
I'd
minutes.
say him, Højbjerg, and Reguilon were our 3 best players.
Yeah, I think Kane gets a 9.5.
9.5. Yeah,
I would have most likely, if he scores that goal where he skied it, I'd probably give him a 10. But the thing is, because he was brilliant, I think he's coming back to his best.
yeah.
Definitely. I think people have actually they've just forgotten it. But to be fair, to have, what, 5 goals in the last 4 or 6? That's
Yeah,
very,
well, it should be another one looking at the Southampton disallowed goal, but he scored against Liverpool, scored against Morecambe, scored against Southampton, scored on Wednesday. That's it, isn't it?
yeah. And he scored against
Yeah,
Southampton.
yeah. But
Yeah, and Palace.
I'll get Palace as well. But I'll give Kane an 8.5. It would be a 9.5 if he got a hat trick because he could have easily had another 2, 3 goals on Wednesday as well.
I don't think the first one, the one that hit the bar, he actually does everything right. He can't do a lot
Yeah,
less.
the
But
one that he skied over the bar, like he's got to be
yeah,
finishing that.
the one he scored at the bar, yeah, he has to score. And
Yeah,
you
but
can't actually blame Kane as well for that. There was some people that I know that actually blamed Kane for us losing at that point.
or is it?
But I was like, you can't blame Kane when he's been our best player. You just can't. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Do you want to go on to the subs?
yeah. Yeah, do the subs quick because I've got to go in a bit. Starting off with Lo Celso. Lo Celso.
It's actually funny that this also comes onto the pitch and we can see 2 minutes after. But yeah, stop that Giovanni Lo Celso. I thought he was quite quiet. Literally did nothing. Yeah, so his literal highlight of the game was coming on 2 minutes after we conceded. which is quite funny. So I'd probably give him. I just won't give him a grade because he didn't do anything. So I'll probably give him a 5.
Yeah, I was going to say 5. Didn't really impact the game. Didn't have much time to either. Matt Doherty.
8. I think we've already touched on it. Was very very good. Causes
Yeah,
the second goal to happen. So yeah, I think if he plays like that, I go and go against Chelsea. I would, because I don't think we've got nothing to lose in that right wing back role. Chara
no,
will most likely
got nothing to
he'll
lose.
most likely join when the FA Cup game happens. So I think, look, if he can perform there, I think it'll be good to stay. So yeah, Doherty, yeah, 8. I think that was a really good performance. He looked like the Doherty I saw at Wolves, running into the box and making
Yeah.
runs, and making goal scoring opportunities. So yeah,
Yeah, I'll give an 8 as well. All right, lastly, Stephen Bergwijn. I mean, it's pretty obvious. 10 out of 10.
yeah.
100% 10 out of
Uh,
10. I mean,
I
last night showed what he can do. I mean, he's an excellent attacking presence, and he's definitely got the capability. And we saw that last night. And for once, he was composed by going around the keeper at such an important time in the game as well. And yeah, just for that, he should be starting against Chelsea on Sunday.
Yeah, and I think as well that will definitely give him confidence, and I think he's lacked that since the Liverpool game. A
Yeah,
lot. He's lacked that a lot, and I think that will definitely, hopefully, this kick starts his Spurs career now,
yeah,
because
definitely.
he's actually looked quite good with Conte. Like the West Ham game, he was our best player. He's looked good
Yeah,
coming on. Like I remember against Norwich, he was decent. He had a couple good runs. So I think, honestly, start him and see how he does because he's
yeah,
got confidence back.
yeah, definitely. All right, I think that's going to be it for today's match review, guys. There'll be a watch along for Sunday's game against Chelsea. Whether Josh is here or not, I'll be here. Potentially Liam will be here as well, just like he was on Wednesday. So there will be a watch along on Sunday for the Chelsea game. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later. And West Ham get